Hey girl, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Nika.go.business, and in today's video I'm giving you guys a curly to straight video, but not just any curly to straight video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my tips on how to achieve the best results on my type A hair. My hair has a personality now. 4A hair, mostly 4A. There's a lot going on with this texture. I'm gonna be giving you all of my tips to achieve the sleekness, the body, the bounce. I'm giving you the tips for it all, bro. And I probably know what you're thinking. Why would we need this video during the summer? Because the summer is not the right time to straighten your hair. And I realized this in hindsight, that I actually fully regret straightening my hair at the start of the summer, because as you can see, it's already like poofing up. But straight hair season will come back around again, and you can save this video for later and thank me later. So without further ado, we're not gonna waste any more time. We're gonna jump right in, but you already know I can't let you jump right in without hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and the notification bell so you can keep up with me. And then you might as well follow me on Instagram because it's popping over there too, girl. So I'm gonna give you a second, because I know that's a lot. Okay, you got it? All right, back to the video. No, there's something in my tooth. Shame. So before I get into the tips, one major key, which is kind of hard to accept in the natural world, even when you know these things already, is the major key when it comes to straightening your hair is to basically do the opposite of what you know to do for your curly hair routine. So even with that knowledge, I'm sure you guys already know that it's so hard to just not do certain things when you're straightening your hair that you would normally do with your curly hair routine. So I just had to put that out there, like that is the major key to achieving bomb results. Jumping right in to tip number one. Tip number one is use a really good cleansing shampoo. So we're used to using shampoos that are very moisturizing and have like natural oils, shea butters, coconut oil, all of that good stuff. But when it comes to straightening your hair, as I said, we're doing the opposite of what we normally do. And when it comes to straightening our hair, less is more. The less you put in your hair, the more body and bounce and movement you're gonna get with your hair. I'm using Garnier Sleek and Shine. This was my go-to back in my relaxed days, and it always did what needed to be done, as La Roche would say, and it always gave my hair a really good shine and a lot of body and just movement, girl. Moving on to tip number two. This is more so a health tip, but I do feel like this tip adds to the luster of your results. But do a protein treatment before you straighten. That's majorly important. I try to do this every time I straighten my hair, whether I go out and get one or if I make my own at home if I don't have time to go out and get one. But I'm gonna just show you a clip of what I used this go around and we'll go from there. So I used the FOG two-step protein treatment. That's what it's looking like right here. So you have the two-step protein treatment and the balancing moisturizer. So how it works is I'm going to take step number one, the protein treatment itself. There it is. Shake it up real nice. And I'm just going to evenly distribute it through each section of my hair. My hair is thick, so I used two sets of 2-step protein treatments, if you will. So yeah, you just rake that through your hair, nice and good, saturate it, comb through it if you can. It's kind of hard with that stuff in your hair, but it does say to kind of comb through it so you can evenly distribute it. When it is all said and done, I have each section twisted. You're going to sit under the dryer with low heat and high air pressure until your hair hardens. It's pretty crazy how hard it gets, but that is the whole process, girl. You gotta go with the process. After it hardens, then you rinse it out and we apply the balancing moisturizer, leave that on for about 2 minutes and then rinse it out. Now we're on to tip number 3, and it is oops, that was kind of loud. And this is going to do with blow drying. And of course, yes, we know we blow dry before we straighten it. But my tip when it comes to blow drying is to blow dry in smaller sections. And I don't mean sections as small as if you were straightening. Parting your hair in 4 sections and blow drying in each of those sections with subsections. It's so weird to say sections so many times. That will really help get your blow dry more condensed. Your blow dry is very telling to how your flat iron results are gonna come out. So if you did the washing part right, when you do your blow dry, you're already gonna start to see the flow of your hair. It's just gonna flow and go. If it's moving because you have a lot of hair, but it's like more in a stiff way, you're probably gonna have not as much like bounce and body in the straightening process. So just taking your time, subsection by subsection, and really getting that blow dry nice. And this Revlon blow dryer brush has really changed the game for me. It really helps get a really good blow dry, the blow dry that I need to get those bomb ass sleek results. My next tip, it's a very interesting tip and new for me. I just started doing this today. Just started doing this go around. Again, sometimes I have these ideas in my head and I just go for them and I try them. So I'm just gonna show you the clip. Go ahead and take a look. So after my hair is all blow dried, the blow dryer is not on right now. I'm literally just brushing my hair. I get ready to straighten it, so I'm spraying on my heat protectant. I only do the heat protectant right before I straighten. That's just my preference. And then I wrap my blow dried hair and tie it up in a scarf. And I feel like this is just really letting the heat protectant set in and evenly distribute through my hair. It also gives that same effect of like after the first night you wrap your hair after you flat iron it, it just looks extra shiny and the movement is there and it just looks perfect the second day. It kind of gives that same effect, which is great prep for flat ironing your hair. I don't know if I stopped counting the tips or not, or if I was ever counting the tips. My bad. But tip number 5 is use a soft or medium bristle brush instead of a fine tooth comb. I've tried the fine tooth comb and I see that's mostly popular when I watch curly straight videos is the fine tooth comb. But I feel like it just ain't it. It isn't enough. Especially if you're already not getting that great of a blow dry, like you have more of the like full-blown Diana Ross blow dry, because you do want it as condensed as possible. I mean, if you think about it like this, the idea of the fine tooth comb is like kind of almost there, but not quite there. You have all these tiny combs close together and it's really getting every strand of hair. But if you have this small bristle brush, it's grabbing more strands of hair and holding those strands of hair a lot more taut, because that is the key. Taut hair while you're gliding the hair straightener down the strand or down the section. I find, and the Glam twins can back me up on this because they were one of the first people I seen use this, and I thought, oh my gosh, thank God I'm not alone. I thought I was the only one doing this. They use a bristle brush, and if you've seen their hair, especially when they have straight hair, the results are popping, so they know what's up. Shout out to them. All right, so we made it to the main attraction, of course, straightening. And what is the major rule amongst us naturals who straighten our hair? The 1 pass rule. So my tip number 6 to be exact, take your time on your 1 pass. It's only 1 pass, so it's not a race between the heat and your hair. Really take your time as you're gliding that bristle brush, girl. As you're gliding that bristle brush down the strands, make sure that the straightener and the bristle brush are fairly close together, and just really take your time because it's only 1 pass and you're gonna move on. So you want to make that 1 pass count. You see how long that took? Maybe not that long. That was kind of long. Unless your hair's just really long and you're just still going. But yes, take your time, girl, on that 1 pass. It makes a huge difference. So this is sped up for the length of the video purposes, but I am really taking my time on each section, keeping the brush and the straightener really close together. Don't be alarmed by the steam, because that's all it is steam. It's not your hair burning. You would be able to tell if it was your hair burning. Really take your time. Also, backtracking to tip number 5, you can really see how that bristle brush really grabs every strand and holds the hair super taut, and that's how you get that really sleek look. Just like this, look at it flowing and going like a Tresemme commercial. Bam! Yup. Bam again. So my last and final tip number 7, is to add some sort of shine and sheen at the end of the straightening process and wrap your hair immediately. So because your hair is still kind of warm, you're kind of creating a faux silk press effect. So spray it with some sort of nice light sheen or shine, whatever, what have you, and wrap it up. And if you have to be somewhere, go ahead and finish getting ready, getting on your clothes, and then taking down the wrap, and you'll see all the sheen and shine that you spray in your hair really settled in and just completes the whole look, and you're just flowing and going like a Tresemme commercial. Okay? Okay. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I know you may not need this video right now because it is the beginning of summer, but you will need it in the future in straight hair season. Think of me as thinking about the future you. I got you, girl. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, stay poppin', girl.